Let's begin by finding our comfortable seat. Close your eyes, rest your hands to your thighs, and we'll begin by setting an intention for our practice today. Anything you wish. Fluttering your eyes open, we'll begin inhaling the arms up. Exhale, drop the right hand down. Take a stretch over to the right side, looking underneath the top arm to keep the shoulder blade on the back to keep you from leaning too far forward. Breathing in here. Exhale out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Drop the left hand, take a stretch to the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhaling, we'll float the arms back up and then gently walk the hands forward, folding over the shins, dropping the forehead closer to the earth. Breathing in here. Exhale fully out. Walk the hands up on your next breath in. Open the arms wide. Clasp the hands behind the back. Drop them to the earth. Look up. Breathing in. Exhale out. Releasing the clasped hands. Coming back to your neutral seat. We'll take a few neck rolls. Just continuing to breathe deeply through the nose. Coordinating your breath with your movement. Releasing any tension in your shoulders, your upper back, your neck. And then take the circles the other way. Breathe. Let go of any tension. Returning to our neutral gaze and seat, and then preparing to roll over the shins onto our tabletop on all fours, stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, the belly drops, the gaze lifts. Roll the eyes back to look to the third eye. Exhale into cat pose. Inhale into cow. Once again, belly drops, chest opens, gaze lifts. Exhale, tail drops, back arches up to the sky, chin meets chest. Inhale, belly drops, chest opens, gaze lifts, and cow. Exhale, arch the back up to the sky in cat. And now returning to our neutral table, and we'll reach the right arm and opposite left leg up. Exhaling, bring the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend the limbs. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach, stay here, or if you wish, you can reach the hand back, finding the foot perhaps for half bow, gently lifting the foot closer to the sky for a bit of a quad stretch. You can bring the heel closer to the bum if you wish, and then release the hand and knee to the earth and take a few free-form circles going clockwise, just moving really freely and organically here as you let any kinks in the spine and in the neck go and breathe. Returning to neutral table, lifting the left arm and right leg now. Exhaling, draw the knee to the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach, stay here, or again you can take half bow, reaching back for the foot, lifting it a little closer to the sky as it feels comfortable for you. Maybe even bringing the heel toward the bum for more of a quad stretch. And release. And take our freeform circles once again going in the opposite direction, counterclockwise. Doesn't have to look any certain way, just moving very freely and organically on the breath. When you get to the back of your next circle, bring the big toes together and widen the knees for wide-kneed child pose, bringing either the chin or the forehead down, depending on what is more comfortable for you, and breathe. You can lift the elbows up off the ground or leave the palms and elbows down. Breathing into the upper shoulders and the back. And then coming back to our table, through table to puppy pose, walking the hands forward. And again, this time bringing the knees a little closer together. You can bring the chin or forehead down. Chest melting into the earth. Elbows can be up if you wish to have a little more stretch. That would involve tenting the palms. And release. Come through table and tuck our toes and press ourselves into our first down dog. We'll just begin by pedaling out our feet, giving our toes and the arches a really beautiful stretch here, as well as the calves and the hamstrings, and continuing to breathe deeply. Fingers spread wide, hands shoulder width apart, eyes of the elbows facing one another. Feel free to take any other free-form movement, like wagging your tail, and then find some stillness here and breathe. On our next inhale, the right leg floats up, down dog split, and then open that hip, bend the knee, and take a few circles on the sky going one way, and then take them the other way. Lubricating the hip, straighten the leg, down dog split, and then exhale, draw the knee toward the forehead in a plank. Inhale, reach back up, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands, drop the knee to the earth. Low lunge, hands down to start, and then reach the arms up, shift the hips back. Maybe look up with a little back bend, optional, and then come back up. From here, we'll take the hands to the earth, and we'll stretch over the right leg in Ardha Hanuman, or half split, breathing into the right hamstring. Bend your front knee as much as you wish here. And then come forward with the hips, hands reach down, and then lift the right arm around to the back. Optional, take hold of the foot for another quad stretch. And then reach the hand forward to the earth and lift the arms back up overhead. Take the hands in front of the heart. We'll take a little twist over the front leg to your right. Opening the arms wide if you like, or just keep the hands in prayer. You can even drop the top arm behind the back. This is a half bind. And then release the arm back up. Bring the hands to prayer if they're not there already. And lift up, reach arms to the sky. Let the hands frame the front foot on the earth and step back into your plank pose. Feel free to drop your knees here to take it back a notch. And then we'll come on to our right knee for a modified side plank, extending the left leg straight, left arm up to the sky. Maybe lifting the left leg up off the earth, optionally taking hold of the foot for a little back bend, bind. And then releasing the left leg and arm and coming back over to your modified plank on both knees and exhale down to the ground. Inhale into a baby cobra, shoulders, elbows back. Exhale, release to the earth. And then come back through bent knees into child pose, this time the knees together. Breathe. Coming back through table, tuck your toes, lift up to your downward dog. And now lifting the left leg, down dog split on the inhale. Stack that hip over the other and take a bent knee and to make circles on the sky, going one way with the knee and then the other way. Straighten the leg once more. And then coming through a plank, draw the knee to the nose. Inhale, lift that leg back, down dog split. Exhale, take the left foot between the hands, drop the back knee down, low lunge, then reach the hands to the sky. Optional back bend here if you like. Come up. And then take the hands to the earth and shift the hips back, straightening your front leg as we take Ardha Hanuman half split over the left leg. Feel free to keep as much of a bend in that left knee as you need. And breathe. Coming back up. Slow lunge and then reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale, the hands find the heart. Take a gentle twist to the left. Keep the hands where they are or open the arms wide to the sky and earth. Even maybe drop that top arm behind the back for a half bind. Releasing it up once more and then bring the hands back to prayer in front of the heart. Turn to the front of the room, arms overhead, and then framing the front foot with your hands, step back into your plank. Feel free to drop your knees and then lower onto your left knee and reach the right arm up to the sky, modified side plank, and then lift that lower hand up and take a side stretch over your right leg. And then come back down. Lift your right foot up off the earth if you wish. You stay here or take hold of that right foot with the right hand. Little back bend and bind here, optional. Releasing the foot, leg up. Release it down. And then come back over into your plank pose, optionally dropping your knees. And then exhaling, lowering down to the earth. Inhaling to maybe a teenage cobra, a little higher this time. Exhale, release. And then come back through bent knees, tuck your toes, downward dog. Breathe. Reaching the hips up to the sky, heels reach down toward the earth. It's fine if they don't touch. And now we'll take a slow walk to the top of our mat from heel to toe, enjoying every step. When you get to the front, just take opposite elbows and let yourself fold and hang from the strong support of your legs, swaying gently on the breath. bending your knees as much as you wish. Just let everything go. Let it all fall out the top of your head. Maybe turn your head yes. Maybe move your head no. And then release the hands down and roll up like a string of pearls. One vertebrae at a time, the head and neck come up very last. Finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose at the top. Check your feet. Make sure they're parallel, stacking the shoulders over the hips, over the knees, over the heels, and then inhale, the arms reach up. Take an optional back bend here. Exhale, the hands to the heart, Samastihi. Inhale, reach the arms up once more, Ardha Hastasana. Exhale, pull the hands through the midline and fold to the earth, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back, followed by the left, downward dog. Exhaling rolls you forward to your plank pose. Feel free to drop your knees here. Take a breath. And then release down on the exhale to the earth. Inhaling to your cobra or an up dog with the thighs and knees off the mat, such as I'm doing here. Exhale through bent knees, tuck your toes to your downward dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale out. And now looking to the top of our mat. We'll take a walk or 2 steps with the right foot followed by the left to the front. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan with a flat back. Reach the arms wide and up to the sky. Exhale, pull all of that energy into your heart. Inhale, reaching up once more. Exhale, sit you back into your chair, Utkatasana. Feet together or hip distance. Arms overhead or keep them in prayer if that feels better. And then we'll all bring the hands to prayer and take a gentle twist over to the right. Keeping the hands in prayer. Or if you wish, you can open the arms wide to the sky and the earth. Maybe looking up to your top fingertips, maybe even dropping the top arm behind the back. Bringing them back to prayer now. And returning to the front of the room, looking forward, arms up. And then push out the heels, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, Ardha. Exhale, step the left foot back. High lunge. Put a bend in the back knee for greater stability. Breathe. And then rotate the back heel down, warrior 1. Chest and shoulders squared to the front of the room. Optional head back and clasping of the fingers interlace. Index fingers pointing up. Return the gaze forward. Unclasp the hands if you took that option. And then drop the hands behind the back. Clasp them to open the shoulders and bow forward. Humble warrior. Chest resting lightly on the front thigh. Arms reaching up to the sky. Inhale as we float back up, releasing the clasped arms up to the sky, and then shorten your stance. Bring your back foot in about 45 degrees and optionally place your hands on blocks or to the floor, bowing over your front leg for pyramid pose. Breathe. Draw your right hip back and your left side of your hip forward. Inhale, coming up, reaching the arms back overhead, preparing for modified warrior 3, taking the hands onto 2 tall blocks under the shoulders and floating the back leg up off the earth. If you wish to take your hands in prayer to make it a little more challenging, you may, or just leave the hands on the blocks. Breathe. And then return the hands to the blocks if they're not there already. Bend the front knee, return the back foot down, arms up, warrior 1. And then let the hands frame the front foot. Step back into your downward dog. Breathe. Coming on to your left knee for a modified side plank once again, and then perhaps stay there or take your top foot back a little further, the right foot back for a little back bend, and then return to your downward facing dog. Stepping forward to the top of your mat, left foot followed by right. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan, arms wide, reach the hands up. Exhale, hands find the heart. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale out. Standing tall and strong in mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up once more. Exhale, sit back into your chair. Feet together or hip distance, put the weight in your heels, and then exhale the hands to the heart and take a twist to the left. Keeping the hands in prayer or opening the arms wide to the sky and earth, maybe dropping the top arm behind the back for a half bind. And then releasing it back up, hands back to the heart, and turn to face the front of the room. Reach the arms up, sit a little deeper, perhaps push off the heels now, and fold to the earth. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back. Reach the arms up, bend in the back knee for greater stability. Breathe, and then spin that back heel down, straightening the leg for warrior 1. Arms overhead, chest and shoulders squared. Optional Vajra Mudra, fingers interlaced, index fingers pointing up, head back. And then lift the gaze if you took that option and drop the arms, clasping the hands behind the back, and prepare to bow forward in humble warrior, gently touching the chest to the front thigh as you reach the clasped hands up to the sky. And breathe. Inhale floats you back up, unclasp the arms, reach them overhead. And then straighten your front leg. You can pop your back foot in an inch to 45 degrees and then either bring the hands to the floor or to tall blocks. And bow over the left leg, bending your left knee as much as you might wish here. Pyramid pose. Breathe. Inhaling as we float up, arms toward the sky. Taking the hands to our tall blocks under the shoulders, float the back leg up. Warrior 3. Feel free to leave the hands on the blocks, or if you'd like to challenge yourself, bring the hands into prayer. And then release the hands if you took that option. Bend the front knee, drop the back foot into warrior 1. Let the hands find the earth, framing the front foot, and step back to your downward dog. And then come on to your right knee for modified side plank. Left leg straight, left arm up. Perhaps taking the left foot a little further back, taking the heart toward the sky for a back bend, optional here. And then Coming back over into downward dog. Stepping to the top of our mat, right foot followed by left. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, bow. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time all the way to mountain pose. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale the hands to the heart. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Close your eyes now and recall the intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Breathe. Beautiful. Now releasing the hands, open the eyes, float the arms up. Exhale, the swan dive carries you to the earth. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot back, spin the heel down directly, arms up, and then take the arms wide. Warrior two. Glance down, make sure your alignment is perfect. If you can see the big toe on your front foot, that means that your knee is aligned perfectly over the middle two toes of your front foot. And now flip your front palm, bring the left arm behind the back, and reverse your warrior. Keeping that nice deep bend in your front knee. You can keep the right hand on your hip or reach it straight to the sky, or for full expression, have it along the ear. Sweeping into warrior two, and then side angle. You can gently rest your right forearm on the front thigh. Again, left hand can be either on the hip, arm reaching straight up, or along the ear. And if you wish, you can even drop the right hand to a block or the earth, such as I'm doing here. Coming into triangle pose as we straighten the right leg. Arms wide. Optional, left hand can be on hip. Breathe. And then returning with a bent front knee to warrior two. Cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Step back, down dog. Dropping the knees to the earth now into child's pose. Breathe. Feel free to take your right ear to the mat, looking toward the left. And then bring the left ear to the mat, looking to the right. Feel free to rest the arms along the back of the body. Recenter the forehead to the earth now. And then come back through table. Tuck your toes, downward dog. Stepping the right foot followed by the left to the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bow. Inhale, reverse swan. Reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Inhale, floating the arms back up. Exhale, swan dives you to the earth once more. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the right foot back, spin the heel down, directly reach the arms up, and then take them wide, warrior two, other side. Glance around, make sure your alignment is perfect. Breathe, embracing the powerful warrior that you are. Take the right arm behind the back, flip the front palm, and reverse your warrior here. You can always bring the left hand to your hip or reach the left arm straight up or full expression along the ear. Releasing back to Warrior Two through side angle now as we let the left forearm gently rest on the front thigh or bring it down onto a block or the floor. Right arm, always the same options. And then releasing into triangle as we straighten both legs, arms wide. Hand on the floor, shin or block. Breathe. Letting ourselves back into Warrior Two. And then extending our warrior, feet parallel, arms up overhead. Take a little back bend if you like, and then bring the hands to the hips, come to a flat back. And then reach down to the earth, fingertips aligned with toes, maybe putting the hands on blocks or the floor, reaching the crown of the head toward the earth. It's okay if it doesn't touch. As we stimulate the crown or the Sahasrara chakra here and bask in this beautiful reversal of blood flow, bathing the brain and the complexion, giving our heart a little break. Bend your knees as much as you wish. Breathe. Inhaling as we come back up to our flat back, hands finding the hips, taking a breath here to recalibrate, and then inhale up. Open the arms wide, turn the left foot to the front of the room once more, finding Warrior Two. And cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Step back into your downward dog. Resting here, or in child pose, or move through a vinyasa like I'm doing now. Lowering the knees to the earth, exhaling down. Inhaling to a cobra or an up dog. Exhaling as you find your way either through bent knees or rolling over the toes to your downward dog. Breathe. Looking to the front of our mat, stepping the left foot followed by the right, or taking a walk to the front. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rolls us up one vertebrae at a time. Finding our mountain pose, and then inhaling as we reach the arms wide and shift our weight to our right leg, bending the left knee, taking eagle arms. Right arm under the left, hands either on the shoulders or backs of hands touching or palms touching as we prepare for eagle. Prepare. Bending the right knee as we lift the left knee up, maybe crossing the left leg over the right, or just keep yourself with one foot off the ground. Breathe, lifting the elbows to the height of the shoulders in eagle pose. Releasing the limbs now, coming back to Tadasana. Feel free to pedal out the body a little bit before we take this on the other side. Taking the weight to our left leg now, bending the right knee, sweeping the left arm under right, taking the hands to the shoulders, or allowing the backs or the palms of the hands to touch. Maybe taking that right foot up off the ground and putting a bend in the left knee. If you want to take it all the way, you can cross the right leg over the left. And breathe. Garudasana or eagle. Release the limbs and come back to Tadasana. Again, step it out if you want to release any tension. And then inhale, arms float to the sky. Exhale, the swan dive carries you to the earth. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, step the left foot followed by the right, downward dog. Inhale, drop the knees, Press back into child pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Maybe rolling the forehead from side to side to stimulate the acupressure points along the brow, the third eye. And then roll up to sit on the heels and over to one side, now extending the feet forward into staff pose or Tadasana. We'll bring our right sole of our right foot to the inner left thigh for Shavasana or one-legged forward fold. Turn the navel toward the left big toe and then exhale as you melt over the left leg. Breathe. Forward folds are very introspective. We'll walk our hands up slowly on the inhale as we come up and take that leg straight and take this on the other side, bending the left knee. Reach the arms up on the inhale. Turn toward the right big toe and then exhale as you fold. Forward folds are very stimulating for the heart, the Anahata chakra. Very nice for boosting our moods, really turning inward and being with ourselves, feeding the heart. Relax your shoulders, and then as you inhale, walk the hands gently back up, and we'll come into a seated twist. So just keep that left knee bent and reaching to the sky. You can cross it over the right if you want a little more stretch. You can even bend the right knee as well for even more stretch. And then float the right arm up and either hook the elbow or hug the knee and start to open up to the left, looking over your back shoulder and breathing deeply. Releasing the twist now, taking a counter twist the other way, draw the forehead toward the earth, come up. And then we'll uncross the limbs, straighten the legs, and prepare to take this on the other side, bending the right knee, reaching it toward the sky. Keep the foot inside or over the left leg, maybe bend the left knee as well for more stretch. Inhale the left arm up, hugging the knee or hooking the elbow, and then turning to look over the back shoulder. As you inhale, the spine grows taller. As you exhale, you perhaps may twist a little deeper. Breathe. Slowly unwind. Take your counter twist as you draw the forehead to the earth. Inhale up, uncross the limbs. This time we'll prepare for boat pose. Shins parallel to the earth. You can leave the hands down or lift one hand at a time or even both arms up parallel to the earth as well. If you wish, you can straighten the legs or just keep the shins parallel to the earth. Your choice. Breathing here. Beautiful. Releasing the hands and feet down, we'll take altar pose as we reach the hips toward the sky. Head can hang back if that feels okay in your neck. Otherwise, just keep it up. And then Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees butterflying to the side, hands clasped around the feet. And then if you wish, you can either stay here or begin to fold over. Just finding that place where you feel a gentle stretch, and then you know you're in the most beautiful version of the pose. It doesn't have to look any certain way, as long as you have a gentle stretch, staying within that place of comfort and ease, or sthira and sukham, the two principles of yoga that we always want to practice never efforting, never pushing, staying in a pain-free range at all times. Listening to our bodies and knowing that each day they'll feel differently. Inhale, floating up from your fold, and then gently coaxing the knees to the midline. And scoot forward here so that when we roll down onto our backs, our head lands on the mat. You can have the hands up or down, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And bending the knees, feet next to the butt. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee for supine pigeon. You can stay here and just gently press that knee away from you, or for more stretch, lift the left foot and clasp the hands behind the thigh, gently coaxing the shin closer to the chest. Using the right elbow to press the right knee away from you will give you a little more stretch as well. Breathe as we open the Muladhara chakra, where we tend to store a lot of old feelings and stories and fears that no longer serve us. Just exhale them all away, breathing in new space and new possibilities. Letting go this side, releasing the foot down and taking the left ankle across the right knee now. Again, either stay here or take clasped hands around the right thigh and to coax that shin a little closer to the chest. Continuing to breathe deeply. Letting anything go that no longer serves you. Just breathe it away. Breathing in new space and new energy. Exhale as we release and set up for our back bends. Feet parallel, hip distance apart, knees hip distance apart, peeling ourselves slowly up off the earth, maybe clasping the hands under the back, lifting the hips closer to the sky. You can even come up onto the balls of the feet, adding a little releve here if you like. For a restorative option, place a block under your sacrum and stay there for both rounds. Otherwise, we'll release the hands and gently, one vertebrae at a time, lower down. And windshield the thighs from side to side. Before taking our second back bend. Again, slowly peeling ourselves up off the earth. You can bring your hands underneath the sacrum for even more lift, or simply clasp the hands if you prefer. If you wish to add Ekapada variation, you may raise your right leg up toward the sky. Let it down and take the other leg up. Release. Take the hips a little higher. And then unclasp the hands, and again slowly articulate the spine all the way back to the earth. Windshielding the thighs once you got down. And then drawing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. From here, we'll take Rejuvenation Pose, placing a block perhaps under the sacrum, extending the legs straight up to the sky. This is a really restorative inversion that nourishes and soothes the nervous system. If you have shoulder stand in your practice and you would like to take that now, that's a nice alternative, a little more aggressive, but very, very beneficial to the Vishuddha, or the throat chakra as well. And I'll show that here. If you're interested, you'll float the feet up toward the sky, stacking the hips over the shoulders, ankles and knees over hips, chin touching the upper chest, hands on the upper back, and then floating the feet behind the head into plow. And then we'll all come on down using our hands as brakes, removing the block if it's there. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time back to the earth. Perhaps taking fish pose, bringing the hands underneath the bum, and then coming onto the elbows, which are very close to the midline, and puffing the chest out like a fish, dropping the crown of the head toward the earth. And then releasing back down gently to the earth. Drawing the knees up, taking happy baby pose. You can hold on to the backs of the knees or the edges of the feet, or place your peace fingers around the big toes with the thumbs on the toenail. That's a mudra, which further enhances this posture. Rocking gently, maybe straightening one leg at a time or both legs. And then drawing the knees back to the center. And on your next exhale, floating them to the left and looking in the opposite direction. Pressing each shoulder down into the earth equally. Maybe close your eyes. Breathe. Allow yourself to receive this healing opening. Floating the knees back to center. And exhaling as you take them to the other side. I'm double crossing my legs just because I like that variation. So take your favorite version. You can keep the legs separate, or if you like to double cross them. And then again, press each shoulder down into the earth. Look perhaps over the opposite shoulder if you like. Breathe. Inhaling now back up. Giving yourself one last hug. Squeeze everything in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bring the forehead into the knees. And then release everything back down to the earth into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Take whatever you may need to be as comfortable and warm as you can possibly be. Close your eyes. Allow your palms to face the sky, feet about mat width apart. Take a deep breath in. Softly exhale through the lips. Bring your awareness to your feet. Feel a softening in the soles. Allow your feet to relax. Feel the backs of your knees and allow the backs of your knees to relax. Relax your whole left leg. Relax your whole right leg. Allow your hips and buttocks to relax. Take another deep breath into your belly and allow all of the organs to soften. Feel your heart and let it rest between the lungs. Relax your left shoulder and let it fall away from the left ear. Relax your right shoulder let it fall away from the right ear. Feel the energy flowing from your shoulders all the way out to the tips of your fingers. Relax your jaw. Allow the tongue to float freely in the center of your palate. Relax your eyes. Feel them like two smooth, round stones sinking deep into their sockets. Feel your third eye receiving love, compassion, wisdom. Relax your brain. Let it fall back to the deep depths of your skull. Relax the crown of your head. Enjoy the weight of your entire body, noticing the soft lift and fall of your breath, like a leaf floating gently on the breeze. Slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Gently feeling a bit of movement in your fingers and your toes. Maybe giving a stretch up overhead. Rocking the head from side to side. And drawing the knees up into your chest, giving yourself one last hug, rocking gently here before rolling over into the fetal position on your right side. Gently bringing yourself back with the support of your hands to your comfortable seat. Close your eyes and rest your hands back to your thighs. Allow yourself to feel the effects of your practice. Bringing the hands in Anjali Mudra in front of the heart, let's seal in our practice with a closing Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Lifting the hands to the space between the brow and bowing forward. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaskar. Thank you very much and have a beautiful day, evening, or night.